Hello, hello. And as if by magic, there I am. Who'd have thunk that? So, here we go again. Here we go again, baby. That's not it. I don't want to do that. I want to do that. That's what I want to do. And because I want to do it, I want to do it. So, excuse me. What is the truth? The truth. The truth is on fire. Wow. What does waters mean? Trying to get into a position where I can see the sea. I'm quite surprised that, very surprised, not quite. Let's get it right. I'm very surprised. No one in the thrill of the chase wants to find out if I'm telling the truth, if they can catch me out, whatever, if they can find out for themselves what it is that I've been saying. Can it be verified? Is there a way of understanding? Nothing. No one. Not a flipping person. Out of thousands and thousands of people who were involved in a treasure hunt for a million, whatever, chest, whatever it is. And I've given them the information, and all they have to do is just look up a few words. And it's like so easy. But it is what it is. So, and many people have had different souls, and some of them will be in this, but just crazy. So, drain the pond, Forrest said. A reservoir. He would swim. Oh, look. Oh, dear. Waters is creek. There'll be no paddle up your waters. But remember the mouth that he talked about, in the scrapbooks and that. Spring break, the tank, the splash, puddle. Well, 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 well. Rosetta, are you better? Are you well? There is something, remember the patch, and there is something in the pocket. That water, morning dew, whatever it's called. Oh, Ice Lake. I wonder who thought it was there. Oh, I did. Because the water goes backwards. It's a river. Waters is a river. The river runs through it. The sink. Most people went to that sink place where the water disappears and comes up somewhere else. Indy Poaggie, whatever it's called. Paposia. Pit. Bed Springs. Spa. Oh, look. What does that say? It says, "Hi, NFJ. How are you? How you doing? You okay?" It's a geyser. And this is a word for waters. And I said that warm means Old Faithful. Nah, Old Faithful isn't a geyser, is it? Is Old Faithful a geyser? Man, if you could read that poem the way that Forrest wanted it read, just read it to him and it's game over. Or end game, even. So, waters is a geyser, and Old Faithful is warm. Dang, that must say, blaze it where Old Faithful geyser, comma, halt. And what does where mean? What does where mean? It doesn't have to mean where. It only means where because you think it means where. Out of the blue, my father said, who would you rather have? How deep, how deep, how deep is a geyser? How deep is a hole? A well? Ah, Neptune. Is that a planet or a god? Profound. The pond. You're going to have to drain the pond. Those waves, remember, these are scrapbooks. When I'm saying some of these words, they're scrapbooks. Trust me, ask Sasha. She went for the scrapbooks. I'm sure she'll remember. Those scrapbooks that have been mentioned by Forrest, Fenn. You know, he wanted playing pool. Not in the water, but he wanted playing pool. A reservoir. Oh, look, Beck. The babbling brook. A river. A creek. No, paddle up your creek. Burn into my mind. Run, Forrest. These same words I keep giving them. Gold course, the branch, the born identity in the bio. Gill. Racecourse. Ditch. Had that word before. Ditch. Backwater. I did a solve that had chug water in it. Place. Chug water. Because backwater, same thing. Wow. The chute. The chute. The chute landed in the tree. The sewer. The dike. All been talked about. Not kidding you. The race. Oh, look. Cut off mountain. The furrow. The pipe. Hope out of depression. Main Street. Sink. Oh, on YouTube. Oh, look! The thrill of the waters. Wow. That's a bit different. The thrill of the geyser. Now that makes sense, doesn't it? Like if you're going to call it anything, and it's to do with Old Faithful, what would you call it? Other than the thrill of Old Faithful. You would call it the thrill of the geyser. Or chase, if you want to. Did you dip your toe in it? You have the lead out, but there was a scrapbook with the lead in. The funnel. Mine. Doo-doo. Oh, look. And there it is. The lead in. Uh-oh. Ha ha. Oh, not ha. But ha ha. As in Simpsons. Ha ha. Ha ha. Not ha ha ha. Not ha ha ha. Just aha or aha. Aha and ha ha. But not ha ha ha. In no way, shape, or form. Just ha ha. The joke is on you, ha ha. Secret Valley? No. Surely not. Oh no. 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 Old Faithful Geyser and take it in the geyser, the canyon down? No. 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 Not the creek. Not the canyon. No, it all means the same thing. What? The creek and the canyon is the same place as the geyser? Like you don't go anywhere. It's all there based on the words that Forrest Fenn gave you. The creek and the canyon. There'll be no paddle up it. No, you've got to go down it. But look, I told you about the Flaming Gorge that I did. Another solve that came my way. Ah, sometimes it's wise for the fox to dress like the hound. Always raining. It's always raining. It's always raining. Tears on my pillow, rain in my heart. You on my mind. Oh, the bathwater. Remember? 36 inches long. Uh-oh, people are talking. Oh, so it was Wyoming. Yeah, so you dip your toe in it. Yes, I use my pipe. I'm not reading all of that because it's hidden behind. Oh, no, who's this? Mysterious Life Adventure. Dad? Uh-oh. 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 FF said he didn't have anything to do with putting postmarks in his books. I didn't want to break Ian's heart. Shh. Congrats, Steve, on you solving it. Steve! Uh-oh. Let me just give my... Is it progeny? Is that the word? Whoever, son or daughter, that he's going, Dad! Don't know who that is. But no different rules. Same rules. Same rules. Hello, everyone. Sorry, Steve. Mysterious Adventure. Captain Kidd. Robert G. I think that's it. Congratulations, Steve. Congratulations, Steve, apparently. You solved it. INFJ. Do you literally think FF put something down All Faithful's hole? I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth of the words that are here. You can believe what you want. He didn't have to put it anywhere. He could have kept it in his desk. He could have kept it in his cupboard. He could have kept it wherever he kept it. He could have kept it. He just said, tell me where it is and I'll get it for you. That's what he said. Tell me where it is and I'll get it for you. So you just have to find it. You won't find it where you're looking or wherever you find it, whatever. You just had to find it. You just had to tell him where it was. You just had to find it. And once it was found, it didn't matter. Well, it mattered, but once it was found, it was found. Remember that word, found? It was found. It was nailed down. Like, it doesn't matter what you think the truth is. These are the words of the truth. The words that Forrest used. These are them words in that poem. That poem being fake. And the first poem, remember the two poems? You had to find the poem in the poem. You would know it's Forrest Fenn's poem if you heard it. If you heard it, you'd know it's Forrest Fenn's poem. Oh, look. You knew it was wet. River bathing is best. Oh, look, it's John. Baptizes. It's John the Baptist. Oh, look. What's this? We're looking up waters, aren't we? We're looking up waters. If we looked up water, what would we find? Find the doctor, find the treasure. Where am I? Oh, I'm at the geyser. I found the geyser. There he is. There's the geyser. There's the doctor. I'm just telling you the truth. You can make up your own mind whether you believe it or not. I don't care. But you find the doctor, you find the treasure. Who was wondering why they put out the word leak? Why would you use the word leak? I wonder. Is that the answer? Is leak the answer to the Forrest Fenn Thrill of the Geyser, Canyon, Creek? So, you found the doctor, and I've done other videos where you find the doctor, find the treasure. You find the treasure. So you can believe what you want, but I'm telling you, this is GEYSER. His word, waters. This is GEYSER. Or geyser, however you want to say it. This is GEYSER. Right after warm, Old Faithful. Before HALT, 1 omega. I'm just going to show you that in a minute. 1 omega. And the end is ever drawing nigh. What does that mean? The end is ever drawing. Remember 1 omega, you need 2 omegas. 1 omega, you need 2 omegas. But the end is ever drawing nigh. What does that mean? Well, what could it mean? Remember, I'm just showing you, these are said, I'll show you the words, and then I'll show you what they could mean, and they make more sense when I read it when Forrest Fenn gave us them. Here's Fenn speak, translated into English. So, the omega, what is ever drawing nigh? Oh, here you go. Here is the word end. The end is ever drawing nigh. At the end, there would be the blaze, and you, if you found it, if you were all faithful, wise, and nailed down the blaze, you would be at the second omega, or omega, which is ever drawing. The end, and the ending. The end, the omega, is ever drawing nigh. Oh, look, do we know what this word is? Have we seen this word before? Of course we have. It's the big picture. So, what happens when the fat lady sings? I've already told you. Remember the swan song? I've already told you. It's the last act. Cease. The omega is ever drawing nigh. Your quest to, and there's the omega. Cease. So you found the first omega, where the GEYSER is, because that's a comma. That's a comma. Blaze it at Old Faithful GEYSER, where Old Faithful GEYSER, comma, and take it in the what down? And take it in the what down? INFJ just asked me. And take it in the what down? The canyon. Did I just show you the word canyon? And the canyon GEYSER. And take it in the GEYSER down. Not my words. Well, they are my words, but I'm showing you these words compared to the words of Forrest Fenn, and my words make more sense than the words that you believe you are reading. So, the fat lady sings, it's not over until the last act. It was never an issue. Don't forget his curtains. Because it's perfection. Have the last word. The alpha and the omega. The end and the beginning. Skippy was turning alpha. Oh, look, HALT. So you have 1 omega where you start and 1 omega when you cease, finish. And in between that first omega, HALT, and the second omega, you're told the end is ever drawing nigh. The omega, your quest, is ever drawing nigh. Your cease of that quest is ever drawing nigh. Now, we were told, why can't anybody say checkmate Forrest Fenn? Well, somebody did. The final word is gold. Gold. Won't final. We've had spring, now we've got break. A pause. Is it a comma? or a period. I had to use the word HALT. Success is an omniscient guru. And on the Sabbath, he rested. A stalemate. Impasse. Somebody put that in my chat the other day. Winter. Oh, look. The solution. Where you would wait. Failure is a sin. A dead end is a Burke. Don't forget the embroidery. Checkmate. Why can't anybody say checkmate, Forrest? Why can't anybody find the two omegas? I don't know. Oh, look. It's in another hunt. The Swan Song. Why would Forrest talk about an abortion? Swing your hips now. Come on now. Come on now. Don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to shout. Yeah, yeah. Oh, look, a brick wall. Play ball, Dizzy. Mr. Dean. Mr. Mountain. Cut off mountain in Montana. Another solve. Another solve. Another solve. Don't care if anybody else has got it. I didn't cheat and use your solve. This is my own. Nearly there. Oh, look. What does that say? No. We've had deep. We've had creek. We've had canyon. We've had geyser. And now we have hole. How deep is a hole? How deep is a canyon? How deep is a geyser? 9 miles. Is that geyser 9 miles? Is it a 9-mile hole? Is the volume of that geyser 9 miles? Is it possible that was what the reference was to? And it's not 9-mile hole. It's a hole that's 9 miles. Not deep, just when you work out the volume of it, is it 9 miles? Maybe. Baby. Oh, look, that curb. What does that mean? The block. What was it? Amongst the pages? Fag end. Remember the caretaker in the book, in the school? Those leaves lie undisturbed now, 'cause you're not here. The sound of silence. The release. The release. Ah, is it defeat or victory? The answers I already. Oh, is it Victoria Peak? Remember, we did all of these, the mound and the apex and the. Oh, there's apex. Is it the top of a mountain? No, but close. Any part of some is better than no part of any. Is that those cartoons? Oh, look, Artemis. No. What? Wait, what? Wait, it's not written down anywhere. Wait, hang on. Whoa. It's not written down anywhere. It's not written down anywhere. It's in my head. It's in my geyser. What? Wait, what? It's in my waters. It's not written down anywhere. It's in a hole that's in my head. That's down a canyon. That's by a creek. What? 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 How simple was this? Wait, hang on. Is he telling us the answer every time he says something? Oh, he might do. Oh, look, this is where I am. The Greenwich Meridian. like on the 12, isn't it? On the 0. Like zeros are good, aren't they? But the meridian is on the 0, and then 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. Like you are behind us, and other people are in front of us because I'm on the meridian. Am I in the middle? Am I in the middle between before and after 0? Jack. I've told you this over and over. Same things, same things. You have nothing. The meridian is nothing. It is no minutes or seconds before or after 12. And it doesn't have to be noon. It could be midnight, unless you're on a 24-hour clock. I'm just telling you the truth. Oh, look. Heavy loads and water high. Critical mass, another name that was in the chase. Gold is 1995 collection of short. Actually, let me get rid of this now. I'm not going to give you any more words. There are other words like blaze that you'd find interesting, like warm that you'd find interesting. Although I think I've done warm again. I've done blaze already. If you go back into my early videos. I think you'll find out that the answer is the answer. My name is right next to the word solver. Before or after it? Oh, good. Bill? Oh, is Bill here as well? Hey, Bill. Oh, he just wrote that. Gold is 1995 collection of short stories by Asimov. Bill was close. Almost beat me to it. Yeah, but he was an omniscient guru, so he's all right. He's got a cowl. Almost, Bill. Have to be quicker than that. UN Gold, a British television channel, formerly UK Gold. Yes, UK Gold. UK Gold, indeed. Know it well. Hey, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? SS. Steve, you're in the SS, mate. And they weren't up to much good, so oh dear. Doesn't say much for you, does it, Steve? Steve is the SS. Oh no, that's terrible. Steve, why are you in the SS? So, the truth, 71 yesterday. Who was? 23 today. What? What does that mean? What the heck does that mean? Ah, street, mysterious life adventure. What happened to Jockey Jockey? Happy New Year to you too, sir. Hope you all had a great Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. In fact, I don't even care if you celebrate Christmas or not. I don't care. And give a fuck. I hope you had a. That's what it's called. That's the time period you were in. And I hope it was great. Whether you celebrate or not, I don't give a shit. I just hope the time that is called Christmas was good for you. And if you get upset about that, I don't care. I don't care. My moustache is crooked again. Maybe I'm trying to tell you something. Maybe I'm trying to tell you something. What does moustache mean? Maybe I'm trying to tell you something. There was a crooked man who walked a crooked mile. He had a crooked sixpence or something or other. I don't know. What does crooked mean? Is everybody crooked? Is everybody that I'm dealing with crooked? Do I have to be crooked in order to fit in? I did videos where it was all dark. Do I have to be dark in order to fit in? I did videos when the light was shining on me. Like, I don't write stuff, say stuff, and do stuff for no reason. Although my moustache is crooked because I can't do a straight tash. And I've explained before, it's because I try to trim it and then I just think, nah, I'm not going any further than that. Because when I do, with this side, bit this side, bit this side, bit this side. And, oh no, it's all gone. Or I end up with like a hip attach. I'm not doing that either. Now, Bill. It's a Christmas period. We can't have stuff like that going on. Yes, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Tell me about how you really feel, Bill. Yeah, don't hold back. Just let us have it. Full pelt. I don't know. Maybe I should do videos without my crooked tash. This one or this one. Or do I have to peel it off? Like the two separate ones that I put on separately. No. Better than school or park? What does that mean? Oh. I have to think back, like when you speak to children and you say, don't say you hate school, because when you leave, you'll be going, oh, I wish I was at school now, because you have to go work. And they're like, no, I hate school. I'll be glad to go to work. It's like, no, you won't. No, you won't. Well, I don't know. It depends what job you do. But I don't know. It's better than school. What's better than school? School's great. School, when you think about it, is probably the best times of your life for learning about life. Like you learn who your friends are and who your friends aren't. You learn who your loves are and who your loves aren't. You learn what you used to. It's all changed now because teachers aren't what they were. You learn respect. Actually, that was pretty important. You learn respect. But you were like, oh man, I hate this. And yet, in it, you learned quite a lot. Made a lot of friends. Had some fun times. Did some sports. Did some painting. Learned some boring lessons. Like physics and maths and, excuse me. I didn't mind drama. Didn't mind PE. Didn't mind art. History was okay, but now that I know that it's fake, I don't want it. I don't want it. Now I know it's fake, I don't want it. I don't want it. It's fake. I don't want history, it's fake. Man, that's... So, excuse me, it's almost soul searching, that is, to wonder, like, what do you mean it's fake? You've been lying about what's happened in the past. That's crazy. Why would you do that? My best time in life is when I found the chest. This one. This chest. I bet it was. I bet it was. Well done. I congratulate you on finding the chest. You're a hero. Why have you waited till now to tell anybody that? Thank you for sharing that with us, Steve. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. It's taken you 5 years. in all those, what's that word? Well, I can't remember the word now. Love bombing. In all those love bombing things, you never thought to tell me that you found the chest. Oh, that's terrible. I had a ride in a beautiful green Wyoming Highway Patrol Dodge Charger for Christmas. Ran out of gas. You did, Bill, or the Charger did? Did you run out of gas? What were you doing in Wyoming? There's some shady stuff going on in Wyoming, Bill. I hope you're not part of it. Because I'm a shy guy from back east, Mario. It took me a while. Oh dear. Okay. Oh dear. Drove, dro- drove, drove me 11 miles to and from the gas station. Well, Forrest did say maybe they'll give you some gas money. I bet it did. I bet. Yeah, getting the chest off your chest. I bet you feel great, Steve, getting the chest off your chest. I don't understand that though, Bill. Drove me 11 miles to and from the gas station. How did you run out of gas then? I had a ride in a beautiful green Wyoming highway patrol. Ah, ah. You got into the Dodge Charger because you ran out of gas. They drove you 11 miles to the gas station and back. Cool, cool. Hey, Davey. Davey, Steve found the chest. He's a bit shy. He's from back east. He didn't want to tell you till now. Who was driving this patrol Dodge Charger? Was she a nice young lady or a man? You seem to fall in with the women, Bill. Maybe you did it again. Well, it's not. It's more than one room, but it is a schoolhouse. Well, it's actually one room that I'm doing this in, but there's more than one room. More than one room. So it begins. Damn, judgment. Ain't gonna be pretty. Ain't gonna be pretty, but it's gonna be precise. Ain't gonna be pretty. It sure ain't. It sure ain't. Excusez-moi. I had gas money. Most stations will pay at the pump only. No prepay attendant for Christmas. Prepaid charge $175. What the heck? How much is gas? $175. What the fuck? I had gas money. Most stations will pay at the pump only. No prepay attendant for Christmas. Prepaid charge $175. Patrolman Biggs. He's a big lad. A big lad. The gang is gathered for the stories. There aren't any more stories. It's over. Endgame. You just saw it. Just saw it. Endgame. No more stories. It's over. Excuse me. The fan and the it comes to mind. And the it is going to hit the fan. There are going to be some legal ramifications, some law changes. There's already been law changes. As you know, the YouTube law change, or the whatever it's called, gang stalking change. But there'll be more changes to come because of certain events that have happened. There's what it is. They put $275 on the card and return the change in a day or two. So need attendant to avoid homicide. Dang. Dang. Well, all I can say is I'm glad I don't have to drive where you drive. Because that sort of money, nah. That is like, what would that be? At the least 10 hours work. Not that I work now, but probably more than that. 11 hours work. Oh, I don't know what your dollars are like in pounds. But 10 hours would be $17 an hour, or $17.50. Even if it was £13 an hour, that would be 130. That'd be 10. £15 an hour would be 150. 10. So even if the difference between your dollars and our pounds, that's too much money. Too much money. Well, how much did you go for it? That's crazy money. $60 fill the car. So you fill the car 3 times. It would have been easier to get a plane. Like, how far did you go on one tank? How far did you go on $60? $60. How far would I go on 60 quid? 300 to 500 miles, I suppose, depending. I moved a trailer load for a friend to Casper. Casper's a good place. I like Casper. She paid. I knew there'd be a woman involved. Bill. She paid for the gas plus 200 plus. I keep the trailer and got. Oh, you got title. There you go. Steve got the chest. Bill got the title. Man, I told you the chase was over. Sorry, the geezer was over because that's what it means. Oh no, I'm on a different name now. I'm on a different word now. Let's go back to Waters. Don't forget, we're going to drain the pond. Look, creek. There'll be no pedal up that hole or that canyon. There'll be no paddle there. Remember that? About the cistern. Scrapbook. I'm going to drain the pond. I think drain's here as well, actually. When you think about it. A geezer. Waters is a geezer. Old faithful geezer. No, he wouldn't have put it there, would he? Well, that's what the words say. Oh, dang. Out of the blue. How deep is that geezer? Oh, no, it says hole later on, doesn't it? How deep is that creek? How deep is that canyon? What was Forrest saying? Not a lot. We're going to drain the pond. Can't shut it up. That babbling brook. Hello, creek. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Oh, on the channel. Run, Forrest, run. Man. When I think back at all the scrapbooks that were done, oh, look, there's a drain. Is that the pond? And all the things that Forrest said. Spring, don't forget, break is further down. Remember the lad with his finger in the dike, or whatever it is, whatever that thing was that he was talking about, the dike. And the old Sitting Bull's pipe and the sewer scrapbook. And the moat. Sink. Proposure. The hollow. Oh, look, the chase. The thrill of the geezer who dipped his toe in it. When I think about the things that Forrest Fenn did, and I hear that over and over, hear it over and over, I find it funny I'm the only one that knows what it is that I'm saying. No, you're not. No, you're not. Not even when you use the word lead in. Or mine. Oh, look, here's another gap. Ha ha. Not ha ha ha. Not ha ha ha. Not ha ha ha. Not Pitt, Bill. Not Berkeley Pit. Not the Flaming Gorge. Oh, look, a canyon. Take it in the canyon down. Take it in the creek down. Take it in the hole down. Take it in the geyser down. Not far, but too far to walk, because you can't walk down there, can you? You can't walk down a hole. You can't. It may not be far, but you can't walk down a hole. It might not be far, but you can't walk down a hole or a well or a geyser or a creek or a canyon. You might think you can, but you don't understand what words mean. You only think they mean what you think they do, but they don't. Remember the splashes. Remember when you get a sprinkling in the book. I don't know. Find the doctor. Find the treasure. This is waters. When you look up the word water, it says doctor. You find the doctor, you find the treasure. That's twice I've told you this word doctor. Finding the treasure. Find the doctor. What does doctor mean? Like when I first came into the chase, people were talking about a medicine soul, a nurse soul. That was the talk of, a nurse. And it must have something to do with medicine and stuff like that. It's like, what? What are you talking about? So you find the what? What are we saying here? Waters. Water. If you find the doctor, what are we saying? If you find the geyser, you find the treasure. Not geyser person, doctor. Or doctor, geyser. You find the geyser, you find the treasure. No. What? Because you don't want to believe it? Because that's exactly what it is. You find the doctor, geyser, you find the treasure. Blaze it. What? Oh, let's do it. Let's do it, boy. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. What does where mean? Oh, look. It means but. It means but. As I have gone alone in there. Where I have gone alone in there. Despite the fact I have gone alone in there. Notwithstanding that I have gone alone in there. Even using I have gone alone in there. At the same time, I have gone alone in there. At the same time. Oh, that must be a different poem. If I have gone alone in there, and with my treasures bold, if you've been wise and found the blaze. Hang on, let's turn that around. If you've been wise and found the blaze, as you, oh faithful, and nailed down the blaze, look quickly down your quest to Omega. Cease. Double blazes. Double Omegas. Find the Omega as you have. I can keep my secret where? If anytime I can keep my secret in a state on the understanding that, listen, that's what where means. Where does that mean? What you think they do. I can keep my secret place, my secret location, my secret area, my vicinity, my spot. Ooh, now it gets a bit, what's the name? What are you trying to say here, mate? Any part better than no part of any. What's happening with, and I've done these words before, what's happening with San Lazaro? Ah, K-Pro's where? K-Pro's posse. K-Pro's longitude and latitude. Geography, I don't know if that's going to help. I know, a little bit of that will help. A little bit of the where will help. Yeah. Where is it? Oh, yeah, I know. X marks the spot. Oh, I wonder why they told us that. Oh, the X of brown. Oh, the hole. I can keep my secret hole and hint of riches new and old. Hold. Haven't we just had that? Haven't we just had that word hole? Haven't we just had that word hole? We just had that word hole with a canyon and a creek and a geyser. And now he can keep his secret hole. How deep was it? His belt, his X, threw it in the field, the quarter, the patch. Remember the Ken? Did a video about it, the neck of the woods. I don't know. These sad people. You want to believe something that isn't true, and then when you hear the truth, you don't want to believe the truth. I don't know. Which state are you in? Follow in my where. Where was his where? A hole. A hole was his where. The X. Ah, the sweet. Dang. Tell you the truth. It's like, oh no, I don't want to believe the truth. I don't want to believe the truth. That's not fair. I didn't think of that. I don't know how topography will help. I don't know how topography will help. I don't know how it will help. How will it help? It's the where. The where. The hiding place. The chair. Where is the chair? Where's the chair? Anybody know where the chair is? I know where the chair is. The coordinates. GPS. This is where GPS coordinates. Is there a solve for GPS coordinates? Oh yes, you can bet your life there is. Not your solve. Davey B has a solve for GPS coordinates, even though it's not the solve. Oh look! It's in the park. It was always in the park. His secret where? It was in the park. In the secret gardens. In his hidey hole. on a terrace, looking at his lot in life. He went outside for what? What did he go outside for? What did he go outside for? Here it is. What did he go outside for? And Donnie was quick to take the hint. X marks the spot. He was going outside for a square. Or a lay, look. Oh, laying with Donnie. What's going on there? Oh, look, he lost his shoes. Where were his shoes? Where? Where were his where? Where were his where? Where were his shoes? I don't know. Like, you don't want to hear the truth at a flat. What's on the pad, Forrest? What's on the pad? Where? What's on that pad? An eye view, a bird's eye view. What? Who's who in the zoo? Who's who in the zoo? There's something in the pocket. Here's Street. Hello, Street. Oh, look, there's a source. Who's the source? Oh, look, there's a zip code. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, no, get off. You weren't supposed to do that, you fool. Dang, do that. Naughty, naughty, very naughty. Oh, it's come back. No, it isn't. What's that? Oh, where are we? Dang, you cruel thing. Oh, I've gone past it. It's further down the bottom. Whereby, in which, wheresoever. How? I can. In what way? In what respect? Through what medium? How? How? Program over here, you probably don't know it. This must have been where we were. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. This is where we were, wasn't it? How? The parcel. I don't know. Topography can help. Capo was looking for a parcel. She was looking for a hole. Yes, we were here. Lot in life. Lay, lady, lay. I don't know. I tell you the truth, and you don't want to hear it. You want to believe your own lies. Tough. Oh, we're at the end anyway. The zip code. Oh no, that proves it was DB Cooper. Oh man, you don't know how much I was laughing when you're saying all these words. You really don't. You have no idea. No idea. Oh, the coordinates. The GPS coordinates. The GPS coordinates. Okay, yeah. And we've done that. So, the truth is on fire. These are not my words. These are just true words. That if you read the poem, read me what the poem says, and it's game over. Who will follow in my footprint? My family don't want to. Oh, okay. X marks the spot. We just had endgame. Now we have X marks the spot. Entities in one of these flipping words somewhere, but I'm not going to go finding it. The longitude and the latitude. It's like you're expecting people to believe this bullshit of a solve. And then when they didn't, you went on to another bullshit of a solve, which is just as fucking bad. Geography. A little bit of knowledge of geography. A little bit of knowledge of geography would help. Just a little. Oh, should I look up the word crutch? So, the truth is, this is the truth. You don't have to believe it, but it's the truth. Because it is where. If and only if. If and only if. As and only as you've been all faithful and nailed down the begin it where, begin it, look at that where, you just read where, begin it where, O faithful GEYSER. Each time, O faithful, each time, only if, only if, only if, each time, don't want to do it, if you don't know, and when you do it, Terry Scamp with Marvel Gaze, get the fuck out of there. Begin it in case of faithful GEYSER. Begin it when of faithful GEYSER. If I'm not lying, there are the words. There are the words. What does where warm waters HALT mean? Not what you think it means, that's for sure. So, if, as you've been wise, what's being said there? I've told you the truth. Stop fucking around and pay attention. What's actually being said? What was the first word that told you this poem was about synonyms, apart from precisely? As was. As was the fucking word. Here is if, which also means as. And you're told if you've been old faithful, as you've been old faithful, as being the top first word that you needed, as you've been old faithful, and nailed down warm, old faithful, nailed down warm, old faithful. It's all the same. It's all the same. Found, it was found, nailed down, reported to Major Forrest Fenn. But my truth, not because it's my truth, but the truth that I have given you makes absolute sense. And I prove it. I don't say, oh, this is a solve because of this, this, and this. It can only be one solve. I showed you follow precisely. I showed you as, and I've explained the poem because you're supposed to read it and it's game over. If, remember, I gave you that poem, then you're a man, my son. I gave you that if poem, remember, long, long time ago. Long time ago. If, as, then you're a man, my son. If you can do all that, if you can do all that, as you've done all that, you are a man, my son. So if becomes as, and as you've been wise, like you had to fucking know, you had to know. And as you knew, as you were wise, and nailed down the one thing that needed to be nailed down, The only thing that needed to be nailed down was the first clue. The only thing that needed to be nailed down was the first clue. And the first clue was nailed down. That was your first clue. Because if you don't have it, you have nothing. You have nothing. So you needed it nailed down, which was a clue in itself. Find nailed down, you find the answer. So it starts as telling you how to solve the poem from the words follow and precisely. And if, as, remember, where, as, if you've done that, as you've done that, you get the answer. And you know, well, I don't think I'll be able to do it here. I don't want to be here forever. I can't remember where they are because it's been long. Oh, that I did have to go. Where are you? Come on, Blaze. This is begin, by the way. These are the sides you'll see. But I'm looking for Blaze. Oh, break, issue. "24 seconds ago. It's in my head. Blaze up. What does it do? Begin it. Begin it. Where warm waters halt. Spurt where warm waters halt. Yeah, look, I'm not lying. There's the word begin. These are the words. Gave you a load of words. Why is it that I must go and leave my trove for all to seek? Why is it that I must begin and leave my trove for all to seek? Dang, I'm fucking good. Okay, I know. Shut up. Let me have a bit of fucking what's I know. I'm the one talking. You're just getting the credit. Enter it. Enter it. Oh, do you think he put it in that hole? Enter it. Begin it. Enter it. Down the canyon, down the hole, down the creek. No paddle up. Not far, but too far to walk. You don't walk down a hole. You don't walk up a hole. You just don't. You just don't. You just don't. With all the lies that you want to make real. No. Your effort will be worth the cold. Begin worth the cold. Your effort will begin worth the cold. Cook. Where's Blaze? Dang, I wanted it to be like really easy. Well, have you seen Blaze up? So you know Blaze is here. But I want to find the real word. Because you have to blaze a trail. Blaze a trail. Why would you say that? Why? Why, Delilah? So before they come to break down the door. Look, this is begin. Oh, does it break the surface? Does it spout? Does it jet? Ah, Blaze wasn't there. Why weren't you there, Blaze? Oh, look. What does this mean? What does that mean? Found it. Found it. Who's the finder? Found it. First clue. It was found at the first clue. At the Blaze. Because the Blaze is at the Homer Brown and Homer Brown, Warm Waters Halt, and the Blaze. Define lead. I can't make it any more obvious. Define the word, define lead searcher. Define lead searcher. Who is the lead searcher? Oh, maybe the person that found it. Maybe that was the person that found it, the lead searcher, who can make it happen. Well, I'm telling the truth. You don't want to believe it because you want to think that you're something special. I don't want to think I'm something special. Well, I know I'm something special, but I don't want to think I'm something special. Here we go, put in. I'm just telling you because I want you to know the truth. You need a catalyst, whatever. Here is that lead off and lead in again. I'm telling you, they can only mean so many things. And if they don't mean what you think they do, there has to be another poem. And you have to read that poem, and then it's game over. Forge. What does do mean? Run, Forrest. Can I affect the future? I crafted that poem. Turn to the left, turn to the right. Fashion. The usher. Remember the scrapbooks? Spare a thought for the author. Spare a thought for the father. The father. Spare a thought. He wrote it. Remember, high hand. Don't like making plans. Antagonistic to freedom. Don't like making begin. Mold. Rouse. Brute. Move with confidence. Mold. Don't forget the lead in. Blaze a trail. Hey. I'm not lying. I find it funny I'm the only person that knows what it is that I'm saying. Enough metal to strike the trail. Oh dear, enough metal. Enough metal. Dang. Oh, don't screw up with them on. Trailblaze. Put in front. Oh, look, I saw the first draft. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. What took us so long to find each other, baby. There it is. There it is. This time I'm not wrong. Blaze, 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 blaze. If you've been wise and found, oh, we did. There it is. Found the blaze. And there are many more words here that tell you the truth. So you can find the blaze with the first word. With the first word. And if you've been, as you've been, all faithful, and nailed down the blaze, first fucking word, in that sentence, look quickly down your quest to cease second omega, double omega. Not finding the chest. Not finding the fucking chest. Finding the blaze. Now, Forrest said, how did he say it? I don't know how he said it. I can't remember who said it, but he said, can't see how people finding the blaze first, looking for the blaze first, something like that. People who look for the blaze first. Well, that's because you can find the blaze first. It's exactly because you can find the blaze first. It's the first thing in that sentence of begin it where warm waters halt. The first thing is the blaze. And if you have the blaze and it spurts and it jets and it's a fucking geyser and it's called Old Faithful, then you're in the right spot. And remember, from there, what does there mean? From there, it's no place for the meek. Meek being faithful. You don't go from there because blaze, first word, warm waters halt in that line. Old Faithful, geyser, blaze, Old Faithful, GEYSER in that line, blaze, Old Faithful, GEYSER in that line, already, confirmation, already found. Found is another word for begin. If you've been wise and found the blaze, nail down the blaze. If you don't have it nailed down, you have nothing. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Oh, that almost sounds like crypto. So you have midnight. If you look at it another way, noon, 12. 00 on the clock, 24 hours. So the meridian that I just showed you is 0. Nothing. It's nothing. 0. 0. Nothing. If you don't have it nailed down, you have nothing. Nothing. You have both the same. So the first draft, begin is blaze. Here's the draft. Here's the word blaze. Here's the word begin. We've seen the word found and all of those other things. There are loads more. Move with confidence. Excuse me. I think I even did a video about Rouse. Like, it's like, God, it's so obvious. It's so obvious and so simple. Tackle. Let's just see if I just find some. Oh, I might find put in. Remember, put in below the home of brown. Begin is put in. Blaze below the home of brown. Will we get lucky and just see put in, or we'll have to open everything up? Nah, I'd have to open it up. Be in. Let's see if put in's with this lot. It's in the book. You arrive. I've told you all these things. You arrived back where you started because you finished where you begin. Listen, this is that statement. You begin and you arrive back where you begin. You arrive back where you started. Where you started was the begin, and you arrive where you begin. But you know the place for the first time because as you arrive back out of the hole, it's the end, not the beginning. It's the double omega, which I just showed you. So the truth, so it is kickstart, but I'm sure as we go through, there will be jumpstart, or probably gone past it, waiting for the clomp of a boot. What does boot mean? Oh. A cold boot. A cold boot. Jumpstart or kickstart. Where's putting? If the try is sincere, if the blaze, I'm leading you to the bear. Remember, bargain, 15 relatives. I'm leading you to the bear, the blaze. Oh, let's play golf and tee off. Or the plow. Can I make it work? Can I make it work? I'm not going to bother doing anymore. Put in his ear, but and leave my troves for to seek? The answer's already no. Got a lot to answer for. Keep on keeping on. Fruit in the field. Oh, the dawn. Oh, come on. Just be there so I don't have to bloody go forever and ever. Get one's feet wet. No. Dang. Oh, look, he had a break-in. Someone broke into his house. Flame. Flame? Fame. I'm going to live forever. I'm going to learn how to fly. Ah! Oh, I was going to talk about making it weak. I missed that in the other ones. Oh, look, jumpstart the learning curve with the stout-hearted men. I do. I find it funny I'm the only one that knows what it is that I'm saying. It's not associated with a man-made structure. Setting, putting must be used. It was never an issue. It's there in spirit. It's there in spirit. Jumpstart. It's there in spirit. I'm not fucking lying. There it is. Right in front of you. Ah, there we go. Put in below the home of Brown. Begin. Put in below. Oh, look, push and pull. In my head, zombie, zombie. Fire. Da-na-na. Fire. So, again, I'll tell you the truth. Oh, his friend got knocked down. I kicked June. I know it's wet. Put up a signal. Break the seal. Need a torch. Shine some light on it. Jack up. Don't have a program. How will you know? The blueprint. Together we waiting. Together, together, together. Faithful. Here's the mount. Remember the apex and the mountain and blah, blah, blah. The wedge, the triangle. All of these things. The marshal. Imagine all the people. Imagine it. Imagine. Imagine it's at Warm Waters HALT. Imagine the swing. Imagine all the people. Oh, look, the jockey that he talked about. Not street jockey, this jockey. Ah, Trump. Ah, the coin is on fire. Station. The coin. Remember the Bitcoin in the chest? The coin that was bit. Ah, the call. Did you feel the call? Did you get the call? Did you get the call? Oh, you got a new rope. Got a new rope out of respect. The hanging tree. Will you meet me at the hanging tree? What was that? Oh, it's becoming a reality. Ah, let's make a bid. It heritage. Play it by ear. Fake it. Stamp. Damn, another stamp. Find it where warm waters halt. I'm not fucking lying. Find it. Found it. I'm just telling you the truth. Just telling you the truth. Don't want to hear it. Fine. But I can shift, drift, and adjust. Confidence. I need metal and resolve. I'm there. The quarterback. Taylor. Allison Swift. Oh no, look. Find the doctor. Find the treasure. I don't know times I can tell you the same stuff. Is the cook. Throw the roll. Have. Stay. Pattern. Don't make plans. We're only making plans for Nigel. We only want what's best for him. So, if you don't believe, when someone tells you that words don't mean what you think they do, there is something wrong with the way you think. If someone is telling you that words don't mean what you think they do, and you believe every word they say after that, there is something wrong with the way you think. You know what that is? You don't listen. You have no idea of the concept of listening. Words don't mean what you think they do, which means these words that I've given you that describe what happened with the thread of the chase and that first poem, not the second poem, which is a lie, a con, you're never going to find the chest with that altered version of the first, you've seen it, draft. You are never going to find the answers with the wrong information. You had the wrong information and you're trying to find the correct answers with the wrong information. I had the wrong information and I changed it to the correct information because I corrected the wrong information. The synonyms. I didn't find the synonyms of those words in the poem. I found the real words from the synonyms in that poem. You see, I didn't change them into synonyms. I corrected them back to their original because I didn't want the fake. Once I knew it was fake, I didn't want it. I wanted the original. Now you know it's fake. Do you still want that poem? Do you still want that poem because you had to read what the poem said and there was a second poem. What's the second poem? The second poem is the poem in the book before the chase. Because the first poem was the one that was the first draft that Douglas Preston read that said it was too easy. I am not changing the words in that poem. They've already been changed. I am not messing with the original poem. You didn't know what the original poem was until I told you all those words and read what the poem says. Well, I've gone back to that. Oh, they don't want to see it. Oh, dear, they did. Dang, that's why. The end of some ongoing situation due to either failure or success. Does that describe the end? Either failure or success. Well, we have game over because there has been a failure. His name's Jack. And we do have success. Off the gaming consoles. Why didn't that? Oh. Success is an omniscient guru, not a Jack failure. When finished, don't know why that doesn't come up as waters. Maybe because I've got capitals. I told you that Forrest said they had to drain the pond. Forrest said to Shiloh, you have to drain it. That's me taking flack. And then within months, say 5 months probably of that, I think it was early in the year that he said it, it was found and those things were happening. I've gone past all these things like Slough Creek, there's a slough, all sorts of words. Like people saying, oh, it's this, this, and this. And it's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. I've gone past that. It's here. So, a geyser, excuse me, waters, geyser. What does warm mean to you, Forrest? Comfortable. So comfortable is nailed down and all faithful, and warm. Old faithful waters, old faithful geyser. You could know where it was, you could know what it was, and you could be there in person. Oh, straight from the horse's mouth. As I have gone alone in there. In person is alone. Oh, is that because Amelia went in there? Just take the chair and go in peace. Simply. Jack Jones. Around efforts. Focused. Whole. Private. Alone, one, lone. One shot, kicky bucket, oh, oh, oh. My first, my last, my everything. Oh, an ace, tailor-made. Gordon's alive? Human. A human. Uh-oh, I can't find it. Ain't gonna post it. Oh, simple. Simple by itself. Simple. Signature. Do do do. Do 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 do. That isn't what I wanted to find though. I'll be found in person. Simply just Straight from the horse's mouth. Do do do. Do 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 do. Good, short, sincere. Remember, you have to try sincere. Straight. Patriotic. Trusted. Safe. Stout. Close. Sound. Boom. Do do do. Do 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 do. Right, just. Big. Old faithful. Do do do. Old faithful. Do, do. Good. Remember, you've had good. Well, you had good. So hear me all. Listen, good. Good. That's all. Precise. Just on the nail. Spot on. I'll take you literal. Treasure's real. Story's real. Good. Hard. Concrete. On the nose. Sharp. Simple. Punctual. So watertight. Sure. Packer. Word for word. Straight. What you see is what you get. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay. Corral. Okay. Corral. Straight from the horse's mouth. Again, different word. Same thing. Do 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 do. At the gunfight at OK Corral. Cooking with gas, according to Hoyle. Gospel. Why would Forrest use that? Not religious. Look on passport. You've had GEYSER. Come on. Hurry up, Harry. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hurry up, Harry. Come on. Black and white. It's black and white. 280. Dead. If one of them is dead. One of them is dead. What really happened? Really happened. In focus with the word that is key. Nailed on. Exactly correct. Rich. Well, why do I? I've probably gone nailed down. Past nailed down as well. Frozen. So you've seen the blaze at begin. You've seen the Amigas. You've seen the GEYSER. This is the first sentence. There's an Amiga at the end of the first sentence. There's a blaze at the first the beginning of the first sentence, there's a geyser in that first sentence, and we're looking for warm, being bold, salient. We're looking for warm, bald. It's in the cards. Warm, where are you? Good, short, true, safe, solid, upright. Stout. Warm, where are you? If you've been wise and found blaze, well, we found the blaze, I've showed you all that. Just warm for all faithful man, job done. Bam, bam, bam. Showed you creek, canyon, hole. You've been brave. If you are brave and in the wood, I told you that could be, if you're confident and contact Forrest. There in spirit. Where's warm? Bold again. Tall in the saddle. Hell bent. Titanic. Go into a go. So that go is faithful and go is just go. Go faithful. Go faithful. Go faithful. Go faithful. Go go. Dang, where is it? It's definitely here. Ernest. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. I thought it was nearer than this. Begin it where warm. What does where mean? Gotta be here now. Busy, eager. No, they're not the sort of words. They're not the sort of words either. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, good might be. Yeah, loving. Those are the sort of words. Those are the sort of words. Mild, yeah, they're the sort of words. Where is it? Come on, warm. Game. Get off them. Oh, done it tired and now I'm faithful. Do. Come on. Oh no, it's here. A shy guy solved it. Steve, here you are. A faithful guy solved it. I don't think you're a faithful guy, are you, Steve? I don't think you are. I don't think you're a faithful guy. But an old faithful guy solved it from back east. Oh, I'm east of where you are, aren't I? Oh yes, of course I am. I'm well east. Oh look, it's comfortable. What is it comfortable? What's comfortable to you, Forrest? What's warm to you? Comfortable. What's comfortable to you then? Warm. Faithful. Oh no. Have I gone blind? Where is that word warm? Dang. It's got to be there because comfortable was there. Why can't I see it? Why am I gone blind? A blind man can't find it. I can't find faithful. How deep? How deep is a hole? I think I've gone past it. Something significant was said then. Man, I've gone blind. Too many words. Too many words. Ah, try this. This looks more like it. I'm going to go slowly now because these are These are warm words. If ever there were any words that were warm, it's these words. Humble, uncorrupt, God-fearing, holy, sacred, spiritual and not religious. With all these words? What? Dang. Oh, come on. You is taking the proverbial P. Truthful. Straight. Oh, man, I give up. How am I not finding the word warm? If somebody's seen it, have you told me you've seen it already? No. Nope, nope, nope. It's like, Mary, you gone past it. Dang. Oh, Angela Rippon. God, I haven't seen her for years. Is it Angela Rippon? I can't remember now. Warm, Mario, warm. Warm, warm, warm. Not for my name. Oh, hang on, is it the last thing? Is this the one where it's the last one that I look at? Right. I did one of these and I went through the whole lot. I'm thinking it's not here. I think it's one where it's the last one I look at and go, oh man, there you are. Let's try do it this way. Sucky baseline. Meek. There's no place for them. Don't leave that spot. No, Meek is the last one, isn't it? There, so that must be the answer. The one that must be the one. Meek is the one that was last. Meek is the one that was last. Where is Jinko? Jinko pa, Jopa, Jopa pa, Jopa. Where are you now? Like this blows it all out of the water. If warm, there's white. If warm is not faithful or faithful. Like that's just crazy that I can't find it because it's the most important word there is. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Man, I've got to go through it all again if I've missed it. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Should have been where those words were, though. Where I said it should have been now. Hint of riches, new and old, precise. Oh, man. This is going longer than I thought. If I had a great brain, I'd be able to remember where they were. I'd be able to remember. Oh, look, deep, 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 down, deep, 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 deep. Come past it. She was easy. Fearful. She was fearful. We agreed. We agreed. Agreed is in Wyoming. Yes, it is. Faithful is in Wyoming. You're right. Oh, come on. Just being silly now. It's written stone. It's flat as a pancake. Dang. Why can't I see warm? So, truthful, flat. Yep, could be there. Cool. Confirmation that what I'm thinking. Deep. Knowing. It's important to know what is worth knowing and what is not worth knowing. It get a little abstract. Oh, someone was close. Lukewarm. Oh, come on. Blah, 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 blah. Why can't I find warm? What are you doing at me here? You show me lukewarm, but you don't show me warm. What? Frosty's there. Man, that's doing me head now. Good. It should be there where I said those others were, because they're definitely warm words. Win-win. Nice, nice baby. Oh, come on, Maria. It's the most important bloody word. If you've been wise and found old faithful. Logical, a deep thinking searcher, a necessary evil. Am I just dragging it out for effect? Did the hot water affect the patina? Did the old faithful water affect the patina? Did it? Did it? I don't know. It is vital. It is faithful. Don't share that. Enough. Enough. Where is what? That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Am I losing it? Have I done all of this? Warm's not all faithful. That's crazy. There it is. Fuck. Wow. There it is. Phew. Or old faithful, same thing. Same thing. So we had GEYSER. Shit, it was supposed to be quicker than that, like GEYSER and faith. So we start the blaze. We have the place, old faithful. We have the GEYSER that it is, which is the blaze. And then we have an omega at the end of that sentence. And we carry the poem through until we get to the double omega, which is cease. You were meant to find the blaze. That's when you stopped. The quest was to find the blaze. And Forrest says, some people are trying to find the blaze. I don't know how he said it now. I can't remember. And I don't know why I can't remember that. Why aren't you letting me remember that? Because it has to be in the way that he says it. But he was basically saying, look for the blaze first. He's not going to find the chest or something. I don't know how he said it. Some people are trying to solve it by looking for the blaze first. I don't know how looking for the blaze is, whatever he said. It's like, but you can. You can find the blaze first. It's at begin. And warm. So the first line is basically telling you where the blaze is and telling you where warm waters is. And if you knew that it was the home of Brown. But he said, no specialized knowledge. I didn't know until I looked up in the Thrill of the Chase who Grafton Tyler Brown was. And I didn't need that information. I didn't need that information to find where the chest was. If you're using information outside of the poem for places and whatever, then you aren't gonna get it because it's specialized knowledge. This are words that we all know. Well, not all the words, because some words I don't know. But this word in the poem is this word, and we get that not because of specialized knowledge. It's because we're told that this word doesn't mean what I think it does. And we're told that Forrest looked up all the words in the poem And if this word doesn't mean what I think it does, I'd better look it up. So that is the truth. I'm going to be selling dirt off the shovel. Treasure, hello, Ben. Hope your Christmas went well and each will have a happy new year. Hope you make a ton. Yeah, who doesn't? Everybody makes a ton. All it takes is lifting the lid and enjoy the hot tub. Don't talk about lids. They found the ice cream lid. What's that? I'd even put dirt in there that don't go and get Providence. Oh, I thought you were going to get indulgence. You know what I mean. My phone recognises slurred speech sometimes. Oh dear. I hope you and Ashley are well and the kids too. Dipped his whole head in there. Yeah. Well, it's in his head, so that's where you're going to find it. Jackson Pollock from Cody, Wyoming died in a car wreck. The Great Gatsby did when a biddy got run over by Gatsby's car. Forrest couldn't cross the street without getting run over, according to biddies. What does biddies mean? We had dip on the waters part of it. Was it waters? Yeah, I think it was waters. So the waters is a geyser. The double omegas are halt and cease. The end is ever drawing nigh. Is the omega is ever drawing nigh, which is cease. So in the first line, you have the beginning. So the beginning is the first line, which is an omega, the end and the beginning. So the beginning is the first line. So there's your first omega. And the end, where it cease, is the second omega. So that's the end and the beginning. That's what the omega is all about. The end and the beginning. That's exactly what the omega is all about. So I hope now, I gave you all these words before, but I hope explaining them in absolute detail over the last few weeks, you'll be able to put that poem together and read for us what the poem says. And don't say, begin it where warm waters halt and take it in the canyon down, not far but too far to walk. Although some of it is, like you can't walk down a hole. It's just not possible. It might not be far, but it's too far to walk. And not far could be a few feet. 12 probably. Because he didn't think somebody would get within 12 feet and not see it. And the 200 feet and the 500 feet, it's all explained. Like if you've been there, you'll know. If you haven't been there, you can find out that 200 feet is where that barrier is. So there is nothing that Forrest has said that is a whole lie. Remember what he said about telling the truth, the whole truth. Don't have to say the whole truth. So there's nothing that Forrest has said that is a whole lie, but it's all been fake as fuck. Words don't mean what you think they do, and he told you the answers in not everything that he said, but most things that he said. And he thought it was funny that he was telling you the answer while you were trying to get answers from him. Like you are asking him for clues and hints. He didn't give you clues and hints. He gave you the answer. Like you were saying, give us a clue, give us a hint, give us a hint, give us a clue. And he's like, no. And then he tells you the answer. Like he must have been laughing his fucking socks off and how he didn't fucking burst out when he was talking to people, telling them the answer. Like, give us a hint, please give us a hint. Give us a clue, Forrest, please, give us a clue. And he'd say something and it'd be the answer and you'd be like, fuck off then. Don't fucking tell us then. Don't give us a clue. Don't be like, you idiot. I've just told you what it is. Like how he just didn't burst out laughing each time he's beyond. He must have laughed sometimes. He must have laughed in front of people when he said things. He must have done. There's no way he could have kept a straight face all the time. And please tell us what. Please give us a hint, Forrest. Please, just a hint, a small one. I won't tell no one. Please give us a hint. And he'd say something. It would probably be, "Here's your answer." And you're like, "Oh, fuck off, fuck off then if you're not going to tell me." And I just did. I just told you. Major coincidence is great history either way, right, Bill? History is only something that's agreed on by blah, 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 says Forrest, and he's right. There are more YouTube limits the post length. What? Don't know what that means. Just to be clear, I do not believe Forrest shot himself or was killed or anything like that. I think he fell down, passed away around his family. Yep. Rest in peace. But I'm not sure if I go along with any of what you just said there. Bill thinks a car has 4 wheels. Hey, Geoduck. There's only supposed to be 2 ha's. Ha ha. That's part of what I've just been talking about. There is no ha ha. Ha ha ha. It's just 2 ha's. Ha ha. No proof Bonnie or Clyde was killed being there. There's 3 different sets of couples and have Bonnie being burned, but Fenn's father had a default. What? Just like 4. Oh, look, there's the omniscient guru. What's that say? Omnificent? Omnificent? I thought it was omniscient. Omnificent. No, omniscient. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. Marvin had a deformed leg. Don't worry too much about what Bill says. The Winchester Model 1873 rifle became famously known as the gun that won the West. Geronimo had a Winchester. There's a pic to prove it. So now you know. Geronimo! That was probably one of the first Native Americans, Indians, that I heard of. Geronimo, because we all used to shout it when we played. Geronimo! And I don't know why people did it. Or is that what he shouted when he was chasing after people? Fendi? Well, I never did. Hello, mate. How are you? What's that, a snake? What's that supposed to be? Oh, cigarette. Fag end. What's a fag end? A sedan has 8 wheels. I thought it was a couch. I thought a sedan was a couch. Man, a couch with 8 wheels. Who'd have thunk? Sorry. English humour. And knowing's half the battle. You're right there. Has 4 wheels. Well, it has 4 wheels on one side, 4 wheels on the other. So 4 wheels on the road and 1 in your hands. The steering wheel. That's 9 wheels then. And an idle wheel on the timing belt. Fenn deliberately showed off his father's legs. Henry Ford was not even born yet. Not if it was 100 years earlier. I thought that was his grandfather. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Even better, I hope that you have a fantastic... Yes, same for you, sir. Christmas was good. It's always good. Dude, I'm not kidding. I must have got 6 or 7 of those popcorn tin things. It sucks because I've already eaten like 2 of them. What, 2 of the tins? Oh, no. Well, it could be worse. You could have eaten 2 twins. Yes, he was an Apache. That was another word that I learned. Apache. That reminds me of Adam and the Ants. Blackfoot Pony, Cheyenne Crow, Apache, Arapaho. Me too ate them. Me too ate them. Me too ate them. That sounds like Yoda speaking. That's what I used to, well, I'll probably say call myself, to be fair. Because people used to, like, ask me stuff. And I'd be saying, well, Yoda knows. Yoda knows. Or knows Yoda does. Yeah. I'd find stuff out, just grab it out of thin air. And it's like, how the fuck did you do that? I just know. I just know. And almost a £3 box of candy and nuts. Wow, Candy doesn't weigh much at all, does she? And I didn't know she had nuts either, or breaks. Since Christmas, not today. Found some more nuts. You got your hands in your pockets, have you, Dave? What are you doing? Hi, Michael. Popcorn sounds good right about now. Right about now. Funk soul, brother. Check it out now. It's a train car. He listens. Good. Oh no, a retracted message. 8-ball, corner shot. Oh, I thought, oh, my phone's going. The pocket, there's something in the pocket. Is it an 8-ball? So we didn't get that either, did we? We didn't get the something in the pocket. We didn't get the breaking news on K-Pro's channel. We didn't get the fat lady singing. Although I was explaining that. What else didn't we get? Clump of a boot. Excuse me, confirmation. Some things we didn't get. And yet, the lies continued about how this was not resolved. How this was manufactured. That's the best way of saying it. We've had tons of fun and answers, though. Yes, we have. Absolutely, yes. And it's been a good learning experience for all of us. I may sing in a few days, but I'm not fat, and I'm sure no one will hear it. Oh, right. Well, that... What? So, the fat lady won't sing because they're not fat, and no one's going to hear it anyway. How does that help us, Gio? If you sing in a few days, how does that help us? Unless you're blowing whistles. Blow my whistle. Blow my whistle. As each day goes on, as each day goes by, as each day goes on, as each day goes by, more and more will be found. More truth will be known. And I may be asked something. No, I will be asked something. And all of this points to the truth. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot what. It's gone right out of my head now. That bear in Yellowstone. Yogi. What did he say? Anyway, now that I've seen that Dave there, that his favourite saying, whatever it is, that's what I thought of, but I can't think of it. It helps because if I survive, the ending will follow. Yes, I know, G. I was just trying to lure people away from you, not towards you. Are we supposed to spot the different bear? What's he say? Something than the average bear. I can't remember who he's speaking to. Better than the average bear? Boo boo? Whatever. I don't know. Justin had more bear encounters. Well, Cynthia didn't because her spray went off. Not off as in bad, but off as in bad. Bad, it went off. No worries, no one cares, no one knows. No one knows? Are you sure no one knows? And no one cares? I don't think that's true. Not in the slightest. No worries, that's fair enough. You know, I can't argue with that. No worries, mate. Well, my wife, you guys, uh oh, I need to hear this. I'll have to listen good. You guys and the family, it's a short list. Yeah, I know that feeling, Geo. I know it very well. And my list is like this. Actually, that's more of a lean. This is a list. I blocked Geo a long time ago. Why would anybody block Geo? Kids are the elephant in the room. Ah, let me just look for the ants then. I need to watch the ants while the elephant goes past. Don't know what that means. What the heck is that? Is that a scooter? What is that? I can't tell what that is. It looks like a little, I don't know, a duck with wheels. And that looks like Trump's truck. I don't know what you were trying to say, Dave. Like, is that an Uber moped driver being overtaken by a truck? Oh, Geo. You're sort of limiting who you could possibly be by who you're outing out. Justin had more accidents than an ambulance chase. I try not to block anyone, but some people end up blocking themselves. I thought that was weren't that supposed to be lawyers or people like that? Didn't they chase them so they could get work? Somebody chased the ambulance. I didn't think it was a treasure hunt organizer, but there you go. What can you do? What was all that about the bears? Better than the average bear, boo boo. A load of polar bears and a brown bear. Excuse me. Some people. That was Beloise Sam, wasn't it? I can't even remember it. I think when I got rid of all those things that were not for my highest good, I got rid of a whole load of lyrics from songs. Or words, because I can't remember half the stuff that I used to remember. I bought that song as an import, or before it became popular, Beloise Sam, and now I can't even remember it. but I loved it when I bought it. So. And I'm mixing it between another song now. I'm going to have to listen to it. Mammoth! Ooh, mammoth! That's a good spot. I wonder what that means, mammoth. Or whopper. Oh, I've just remembered the word whopper. In the old days, we called them retards. I think we probably still do. I'm a mammoth. One day, maybe, I can be an elephant. Mm. Well, if you're a mammoth, that means you're not with us. Rather be an elephant any day. They're still with us. But Mammoth, that's a cool place. There's a place called Nadir on Mammoth. I wonder what Nadir means. Excuse me. Nadir. That's the place on Mammoth. And that's a terrace. I've just been talking about a terrace. Scrapbooks often featured historical oddities, Western outlaws, Wild Bill Hickok, Jesse James, Belle Starr, and 20th century events, Ruby Ridge, Vince Foster, etc., etc., etc. Yes, Mammoth Hot Springs. Indeed. Mammoth Hot Springs is a very, 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 very important place in the chase, but not for Warm Waters Halt. Well, excuse me. Yeah, for Warm Waters Halt, but not for a chest. So, absolutely Mammoth. But if you knew the poem, you'd know it was a map and you'd be able to read it. You could find, actually, I'll give you this as a little bit of homework. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. I don't care. Have a look at the poem. Do what I did. Join the fucking things together. That's what Forrest said. Trust me. Decipher, he said. So decipher the poem. And you'll be able to find, as a map, all in the right place, a precise map, like Google Earth map. You'll be able to find Liberty, Devil's Thumb. I can't remember them either. I can't remember them places. I can't remember that. That's where Warm Waters Halt. No, wow, I can't remember Warm Waters Halt. I can remember what the poem says, but I can't remember. Hyman Terrace. Sure is. Confirmation. Hyman Terrace. So start there and you'll be able to see the map of Mammoth Hot Springs. Not kidding, not lying, telling you the truth. You'll be able to see Hyman Terrace at the top where the house is. And then coming down Devil's Thumb, Liberty Cap. And all the way down to Highland Terrace at the bottom. Honest, I'm not joking. It's a map. It's a bloody map. And you don't have to believe a single word that I say, but I know what the truth is. Maybe Justin put something there. Maybe Justin did. About 20 miles north of Mammoth Hot Springs, I found a 12-foot long femur. Ooh. And that brings in Mr. Frisson, Dr. Frisson. Dr. Frisson. who used the... Oh, I can't remember that either. That collection that Forrest had with them flints to cut elephant hide, saying that they could cut mammoth hide. But there's also a Mammoth Hot Springs. Is it California? Somewhere like that, in one of those places. So it's not just Wyoming. But you can agree to say Wyoming because there's a Mammoth Hot Spring somewhere else. Literally called Mammoth Hot Springs. The advanced in class above the slower. Hey Jason, how you diddling? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I've got my glasses on. Oh, hang on. Hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Nope. Bread or cheese? I don't know. Bread and butter. It looked like a cheese trap for a minute, but it was a big piece of cheese. Captain Kidd. On my way, right, I'm on my way. You sung that. I'm on my way. I like Northern Soul. Ah, the fist bump. Ah, Flutterby. Even that, see, Flutterby. Just a... Like, here is a massive clue. There you go. Here's a massive clue. Use that. Do something with it. Jason should stick with climbing poles because solar doesn't do much in the cold. What about the Argonauts? Jason and the Argonauts. Well, I don't think it's the cold that is the issue, is it? It's the fact of whether there's sun or not. If the sun's out, then the solar's going to be okay. But if the sun's not, then no. So the cold is not the issue. The fact that there's snow on it, right? That might be an issue. Jason, how is the wood mill going? Where's the wood mill going? Job. Oh dear. I bet it feels like a right sap in that wood. English humour, sap in the wood. Oh dear. I love it. I love it. It's all good. Listen good. Choppy. Splintered. Oh dear. Why have a dog and bark yourself? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Oh dear. I cut wood for 8 hours today. Been cutting out for 2 weeks. What are you doing? Making a cabin? What? I cut wood for 8 hours? Man, that's a big fire. Hang on, we're back to Bonnie and Clyde. Page 40, Once Upon a While. The bullet that was shot. Windstorm. Oh, Jess is in trouble then. Wind's going to affect that. Well, I hope you're safe up there, Geo. Or in there, or however you want to word it. Trapped for a week with no power. Dang. You're doing the pioneer stuff. Man, I don't think I want to live like that, to be fair. Like in the summer, you know, maybe if I was able to, you know, killing the animals, catching the fish, cooking them, you know, those sort of things in the summer. Not too bad. But in the winter, nah. No, 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 no. No, not at all. Sounds like a vacation. What? Like, don't get me wrong. If I was a skier or, snowboarder or whatever, then maybe I wouldn't mind because I'd be able to do stuff. But nah. Like, I'd just be pissed that I have to clear the wood off so as I could cut it if it, snowing and that. Do you use a fella buncher? What does that mean? To collect a load of fellas? Put them all in a bunch? What? Hey, fellas, come together here. Let's get a bunch of you. Let's get a bunch of fellas together. Cat, cat skid steer with tracks, hydraulic grapple, chainsaws. Wow. That's not quite the pioneering person, that I was thinking of. Like that seems a bit more up to date. Like I wasn't imagining chainsaws, and I think I don't know. I was thinking that because you need two people to use it. One of them big saws. Yeah, why didn't I think of chainsaws and that in this day and age? Why did I just assume? Moses was an important figure. Yeah, let my people go. That's exactly how I feel. Well, no, I feel with my hands like that. That's how I feel, but let my people go. A fella buncher harvests trees and strips the limbs. Watch a video, Tom Tom. A fellow buncher harvests trees, strips the limbs. Ah, ah, ah. A fella is the thing that does the felling and bunches them together. Not a person, well, a person, but the name of the person that fells. Old Moses, yeah. Oh no, it's the Backstreet Boys. They're back again. You don't miss anything here, Davy. Nobody wants to know what I say. You've missed nout without taking out. I had a long skidder here for 6 months, but I told its owner to either pick it up or I would sell it at auction. Oh, maybe it's better we don't pick it up and you sell it at auction, but not heritage auction because they're a bit iffy. It's a cool machine. What, like the Fonz? Machine's done it all now. Fenn enjoyed the manual labour, gives grit a new meaning. Like John Wayne Grit, True Grit. What was his name? Rooster. Rooster Coburn, whatever, however you say it. Rooster. He painted his rooster. The Rainbow Rooster. R.R. The Rainbow Rooster. What's a rooster? Not a roster. Mario, did Jack go get the chest for you? I asked earlier, thanks. Oh, I didn't see you ask earlier, but no. No, Jack went and got the chest for himself because it was a chest in the book. It was a chest in the book that he got, apparently. The real chest, there could have been just an empty chest in Old Faithful. But you didn't need to go. You just needed to say, You just had to find it. But you wouldn't find it where you were looking because you found it in the poem. You didn't have to go on the land. You just found it in the poem. And if you had a disability, just tell him and he'd get it for you. But he made 2 trips with the treasure and the chest, which means and then he hid them separately, which means the chest could be in our faithful because it didn't mean nothing, and the treasure could have been hidden somewhere else, or neither of them were there. No, there was a chest there because there had to be a chest there because he said, "I hid a chest in the Rocky Mountains." So to make that true, there had to be a chest. But listen to the words. I hid a chest in the Rocky Mountains. I hid a chest. I didn't hide treasure. I hid a chest. So I hid a chest in the Rocky Mountains. So you could find the chest and there'd be no treasure there. And that would be exactly what Forrest said. He hid a chest. And then he hid the treasure. And if you had a disability, tell him where it was and he'd get it for you. So you just had to solve it. You just had to find it. But this wasn't about the chest in the Rocky Mountains. That's the issue. Forrest knew that when he hid it. And you all knew that because he said it's a lure. Or, worked out it's a lure. So if it's a lure, that means what? That's just to trap you, bait you, whatever, scenario you want to put around that. But it means that what's happening is not what you think. What this is about is not what you think. If that is a lure, why? And then there was the treasure and the outrageous dare. What's an outrageous dare? I'd think an outrageous dare would be to put something in Old Faithful. I honestly do. I think, and look at the word outrageous in there, but I think an outrageous dare is put something in Old Faithful, like a chest, an empty chest. A chest that you said you hid in the Rocky Mountains, that maybe you had a torch and gloves. That to me sounds like an outrageous dare. But then what is a treasure? Like the way I saw it was, you weren't getting that chest of treasure because it was going back to a museum. You weren't getting it. You could, remember, you could go home with one person to carry. You could, but you weren't getting that. That was never what it was. So what was what it was? What was not the lure? What was it really about? What had Forrest done? I wish I could have lived to do the things I was attributed to. What had Forrest done that has him saying, I hope nobody ever finds out who the real Forrest Fenn is? Excuse me. And what was a higher hand doing that's involved? Excuse me. So much confirmation, especially with what I'm thinking as well. So why the Bitcoin in the chest? The coin that was bit. Why the sticky? Excuse me. Why all the hints and references to other stuff? Jack meeting Fenn was so crazy it made Fenn's hand part. Well, that could be. I'm not going to explain it away like that. Oh, who put Skippy? Jack had a disability, severe weakness for cigarettes, peanut butter. True. Skippy. I don't know what that true's to. Is that the. Oh, no. Oh, the X loan is true. say that was true. That could be explained by the camera being reversed. But I don't know what you're saying, lad. I know what you're saying. Picky on the gem, though. Did he smoke? Well, he was a stock person, wasn't he? Picky on the gem, though. Did he smoke Luckies and enjoy Skippy? I don't know. I don't take that. Was Jack Stoof on the Loletta Express? Probably. Oh, the camel toe. Did you dip your camel in it? Jack has that effect on folks. Stoof flew to Santa Fe on. Was that toe to toe? Camel toe to camel toe? I don't know. No, toe to toe. Look up toe to toe, see what it means. Nah, that was a joke between friends. More like the Marlborough man's shadow. Or this shadow. People talk about love and light and all of that. But in order to walk in the light, you cannot escape your shadow. And if you don't want to stop people seeing the light, make sure your shadow isn't resting on them. So basically, sort yourself out. Sort out your shadow because you're wanting to walk in the light. The only time your shadow disappears is when you go into the darkness. And if you stay in the darkness, you never have a shadow because you don't give a shit about your shadow. So you step out into the light, but you step out into the light after knowing all there is to know about the shadow. And you accept that it's part of you. And no matter where you go, as long as you stay in the fucking light, your shadow goes with you. Everything that's inside of you, you accept and learn to love. Don't ignore it. It's who you are. It truly is, if anyone noticed that detail in the picture. The detail? What, of the toe to toe? What detail? Jack just wished he could do what he was doing with Forrest. Just two kids having fun. Lots of people having fun in the chase. Excuse me. Thought the appropriate cigarettes were Chesterfields unfiltered. Back to those chairs. Or sofas, or sedans, or settees, or whatever. How's Assange doing? Got out of GB hell. Don't know. That's the answer to that. Keep the lights on two sides. There is no shadow. But you've only got one light. You only have one light source. I wish you could have two lights. Moonlight shadow. Yeah, moonlight shadow is important. Moonlight and candlelight counts. Well, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Filed a criminal complaint on Tuesday, December 17th against the Nobel Foundation. I don't know who this Julian Assange is. I don't even know if it's a male or a female. I'd say it was a male by Julian, but you don't know these days. What for? Didn't he get his Peace Prize? I prefer a pipe myself, long cut. I hope that's to do with smoking. But not Sitting Bull's pipe. Bonfires cover enough ground, shapes are twisted. Don't. Again, no. That went. It's too late in morning to worry about what that was. Captain Black. Oh no. Or Sir Walter Raleigh. Is he related to John Collins? Captain John Collins Black? Or Sir Walter Bicycle? A Raleigh chopper. Get in the chopper. I watched the reaction to Predator. And I never realised, not, knocking people, calling people out, but I never realised that sometimes people watch films and they have no idea about the simple terminology of stuff. So I didn't think Predator was, I didn't think Predator was a hard film to follow. But they were saying like, oh, is that what a chopper is? Oh, and I'm thinking, what? Like they'd be saying like, could somebody please explain this bit, because I don't understand this bit. And I'm thinking, you don't understand that. You don't understand that. OMG, he was in the Ecuadorian embassy in the UK for years fighting extradition. Yeah, I don't bother with that. John Cotton, he sounds like somebody who was in EastEnders. No, don't know. Tobacco preferences. He owns WikiLeaks. However, likely I don't understand him or know him. They're all full of crap, all of them. Like anybody involved in giving you information that is deemed to be our history, our science, whatever, they're full of shit. Or most of them. I mean, some people are trying to tell the truth. But those people that are trying to tell the truth are the ones that are conspiracy theorists or lunatics or whatever. Those people that are highly regarded and are very well off, they know the truth and they still want to give you fucking lies. Oh, haha, just been through that. Half bent pipes are my preference. What? We still talk about smoking? Or like, flushing your loo or something? Short wide bowl with straight sides and large chamber, good for slow. Ah, there you go. There you go. So what's the backy then? What's the backy that you smoke? Golden Virginia? Or, God, I can't remember half of them. What's the one in the blue packet? Old Holborn? Ah, no, that's two different things. Ha 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 is D.B. Cooper, not Lee Harvey Oswald. Oh dear. See above. See above for the answers. Half bent, centered. A saying, tobacco preferences. John Cotton. Oh, that's what the John Cotton was. Man, it sounded like somebody out of a program, EastEnders. John Cotton is the name of tobacco? Dang. Look it up. Oswald's first. We put ha 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 first. And I'm going ha 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 because ha ha ha. Is that male and female? I don't know what that first one was. That looks like, I don't know. Them things you see on pinball machines. Shooting things off them. John Cotton. Never heard of it. Sounds like I don't know. Well, no, it sounds like a weird name for tobacco. Like, I would expect it to be like a T-shirt, like Fred Perry or something like that. Oswald picture with gun. He wrote "ha ha ha" on. Oh, yeah, but he didn't because that picture doesn't make any sense. Like the shadow, like that is not. That's not him. That's not him with the paper holding that gun. It ain't. It just isn't. It just isn't. Like it just isn't. Oh no! It's Back to the Future. Google the Oswald picture. I've seen the Oswald picture. That isn't him holding that paper. It just isn't. Like, there are people that want you to believe bullshit, and I just don't believe bullshit. Just don't believe bullshit. Like, I'll play along with it. I'll go along with it every day of the week. I'll go along with it. But when push comes to shove and answers need to be said, I'll give you the answers and I'll give you the truth. And playing along with the bullshit doesn't bother me because, I'm pretty good at bullshit too. No, that was Forrest Fenn with the gun. Look closer. I thought Forrest Fenn was one of the three hobos that went to the train. When this baby hits 88, we are going to see some serious shit. 88's a good number, Davey. Very fortunate. The eights. That's why Chinese like it. And red. Red is money, money, money. And red is Mars. Oh, Mars is red. Huh. How coincidental. Coincidental. My favourite team plays in red. I like red. Oswald was on the ground floor in a doorway during the shooting. Forrest is and Oswald look alike. No. Let me think. No. I think DB Cooper's more of an Oswald lookalike than Forrest is. Bill is a Barb lookalike. Why would you need to have a lookalike? Like, you would only need a lookalike if the person who did the shooting was caught doing the shooting. Look at that bloke there. See his face? Yeah, I see him. There he is. Don't he look like that bloke here called Forrest Fenn? Yeah. Oh, okay. No, can't see that. Or don't he look like that bloke there at the ground floor, like Oswald? Yeah. Like, you'd only need a lookalike if the two were seen, and only one was seen. Lucky the Hunt. Oh, that sounds like a name. Lucky the Hunt was not a smell-a-thon. What? What? The law changed the rifle twice and forgot to match the shell's scope. Well, they forgot a load of stuff, to be fair. But we have no real proof, none at all, that that rifle and the bullets up there with that rifle were actually fired and weren't just placed there. Got no proof that they were fired. We were just told, look, we found this rifle and here are some bullets that have, come from this rifle. But we do have proof that Kennedy, they're both Jackie, really, aren't they? Jackie Kennedy and Jack Kennedy, John Kennedy. He went back and to the left, back and to the left. So Kevin Costner says, back and to the left. So I don't know. I'd have to say the shot that got him didn't come from behind him. It just didn't come from behind him. And I don't care all the bullshit that these people come up with. I don't care. The shot didn't come from behind him. It didn't. Excuse me. So all the effing about Oswald is a whole load of crap. It didn't come from behind him, which means somebody else shot him. Somebody else shot him. Somebody who was supposed to shoot him shot him. I'm just a patsy. Page 68, The Thrill of the Chase. Forrest looks like Oswald. Page 69 has the shadows. He looks like, I'm going to have to look at that in my book, but I don't see. I don't see that Forrest looks like Oswald, but I can see that you talk about shadows. The original route was changed en route to Oswald's work. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I have a reindeer herd, a 6-month-old puppy named Lucky Girl. Art for Almeida Hall, Governor John Connolly, Forrest Fenn, and Oswald May. Secretive Russian communist connection that may be a link to that Kennedy. I don't disagree with that at all. I don't disagree with that at all. Like in my videos, I've probably said it more than once. This person turns around and says, they're going to kill us all, this Governor Connolly. They're going to kill us all. Who are they? They are going to kill us all. Who are they going to kill us all? And how do you know that they weren't just going to try and kill you? Or Jackie? Or John? Excuse me. How did you know that, Mr. Connolly? How did you know that somebody was out there who was going to kill someone? Your assumption is this person is only supposed to kill Kennedy. But because you got hit and you know stuff, you're thinking, oh, they're going to kill all of us. And you say it out loud. But no, anybody in their right mind would be like, John, look out. Someone's shooting at you because you're the president. No, they're going to kill us all. Which means he knew whoever was on the other side of that, wherever, whoever was there, he knows who put him there. He knows who put him there. They're going to kill us all. What? Shut up. Anyone with a detailed mind would ask, where's Kennedy's own pistol? Never mentioned that someone dropped the trunk. Retrieve it really quickly. Where's Kennedy's own pistol? Oh, maybe that's a clump of a boot. The trunk of the car. Listen, some people say that they changed the rules for how the Secret Service have guns because one went off accidentally and shot him. What the fuck are you talking about? But if that's what it is, that's what it is. If that's what it ain't, that's what it ain't. Oswald was on the second floor drinking a Coke. You just said he was on the first floor. The shooter left an empty Dr. Pepper on the sixth floor. Where was the vice president preparing his acceptance speech? Or, well, they already had the Johnson had it ordered. Yes, like a kebab or a pizza. They had the Bible or whatever it is, everything ready for the for the changeover to look after the country while So hang on, you do this bullshit about the Zabruga film, and then you tell us that just miraculously there was a Bible here. I swear on this. Do you promise to look after the country while the person you shot is lying in the hospital? Connolly was shot in the leg, and that angle isn't possible. Oh well, that might be the bloke who was sitting in the back, the Secret Service bloke, while they changed the laws about how they do, because there's supposed to be somebody in the car as well. It's like if there was somebody in the car, why didn't they get up when Jackie Kennedy was climbing across the boot? Bush was there. Which one? The old one? What a young'un. Don't let a lone star tick bite you. Uh-oh, that must be a Texas one. That was a solve in New Mexico, that yellow star hotel type thing. Can't remember what that was now. Oh, the yellow rose of Texas. Because Connolly didn't live too far away from Forrest. Which makes me laugh, really, because Forrest was, the son of a school teacher. But he didn't live too far from Connolly, and the way he spoke is like he knew him. Okay. Kennedy lays his head into Jackie. Then the blood spatter dot is away from Jackie. She was not covered. Where's Kennedy's handgun again? What good would a handgun be, though? The boot. the boot is on fire. The clump of a boot. Governor Connolly removed his cowboy hat just before Kennedy got shot. This gave the front shooter a cleaner shot. Like I said, it's quite possible that, Forrest Fenn was one of those free hobos that were walking to the railway tracks that didn't look like hobos at all. President Ford was on the Warren Commission, got promoted to full cover-up. But it was possibly the worst. No, there's probably more out there. Possibly the worst bullshit cover-up for the most focal event that ever happened. And then, forward so many years and we have, some sort of assassination on Donald Trump. And Charlie Kirk. It's like, what? It's how many years? Nearly 60 years ago. And it's still the same fucking bullshit. It's still the same BS. These people in power trying to BS their way out of events that take place in our life. It's like, shut up. Everyone can see that's BS. Well, no, not everyone, because some people believe it and you think, what the fuck? Why would you believe that? But none of the stuff that's been told is truth. And even those people that say they're trying to get to the truth, they're not even trying to get to the truth. Well, they might be trying to get to the truth, but the people that they're trying to get the truth from are never going to give them the truth. But the truth will come out. In all of these events that have happened, the truth will come out. I promise you that. Truth will be known. All of these people that plan these murders, because that's what they are, all of them will be held accountable. And even if it means that, it's just the name that's um, tarnished. Like if they're not around still. And I know that's not fair on the family or anything, but hey, they shouldn't have done it. And that means for everyone that's doing these things, shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it and shouldn't have kept it quiet, even though you knew about it. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it and shouldn't have kept it quiet. Whatever the reason it was, you kept it quiet. Shouldn't have kept it quiet because that's just as bad as flipping doing it, in my opinion. Accepting that it's okay, accepting that no one needs to know the truth. It's not good. It was JFK's brain matter. You never see Jackie's hand on what was she dropped on the trunk of the car. She said she was going after his brain. The Secret Service bloke was like, get back in, get back in. He said, oh, I'm trying to, put my husband's brain back in his head. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did, Dave. I mean, she didn't say it like that, but because she was easy. Ronald Reagan, JFK, Sitting Bull, Hemingway, Fenn hides blazing bullets in the fray. Stephen King's 11/22/63. Oh no. Has a person from the future go back in time to change the outcome? I was born in 63. Them are pretty important numbers, 11/22. 63 adds up to 9. Every house that I've lived in adds up to 9. Either 9, 36, 81, 27. 9 clues. Everything I've done is 9. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Change the JFK murder outcome. But if you do that, change everything. Like the world will not be the world that it is now. Because it won't be run in the same way that Johnson did what he did. People keep criticizing Adolf Hitler and love JFK, but he loved Adolf Hitler. And he said, Ich bin ein Berliner. What? What? She must have really loved him, being she took a punch at Kennedy, leaving the car, and she's a mind reader knowing the shots are done being fired. I don't know what that meant. Stephen King used periods instead of slants. Uh-oh, we're doing that. We're doing that. We just had a period as an Amiga. Stephen King used periods instead of slants to display the 11/22/63 date. The period dots indicate to shooters. All right. But if you're looking at that, you could say, well, he used a 2.2. And there were 63 shooters. No, I don't know. It's a bit abstract, but then what does abstract mean? Oh, faithful. Stephen King, they all know secrets. Time for some football. Yep, I agree with you. But it's called, what's it called over there? Oh, you call it football. It's amazing how much you are incorrect with the things that you are told. It ain't football. It just isn't. It's not even rugby, but it's close. It's close to rugby. In fact, it's much closer to rugby than it is to football. Stop calling it football. It's, what's the word? What's the word, Forrest? What did you say it was? False advertising. It's false advertising. It's just makeup. Football. Logically, nobody stands up being the largest target unless you know the shots were done. Ooh. Is that an inference that Jackie Kennedy? No. No. Oh, somebody knows Lee. My brother Bruce, what's he got? He's got over 40 medals on his chest. Big chest. He's a Hitler impersonator. Can't go in public with him. Too embarrassing. Bill. Bill. It's his livelihood, probably. Oh, Bill. You disown your brother because he's got a tash like mine. Can't help it. Can't help it. The boy can't help it. Anyway, I was going too. Thanks, Dave, for popping in. Thanks, everybody, for popping in. But I'm going to pop out. Listen, I've told you the truth. That's how it was done. Exactly how it was done. The words follow precisely as begin, halt, cease, wise, found. All those words just telling you what the answer is. The poem described the place itself while telling you there were 9 clues, making you think that you had to go somewhere else. You didn't. It was all in the same place. And those words were the description of the place itself. That's it. The blaze was the first word you had. The warm was Old Faithful. The waters is the geyser. The halt is the comma, but the first omega. The cease is the second omega. You could look at it as was how you solve the poem, being a blaze itself. And if you look quickly down, you'll see the blaze from as. So the as being the blaze itself, because it's how you solve the poem. So standing out as a blaze, telling you how to solve the poem. But if you look quickly down from as, you'll see the word begin and see that that word begin, because you know what as means, it means blaze, and you've already found the blaze. And if you found the blaze, you had it nailed down. And if you nail down the blaze at the begin, you arrive, remember, begin is arrive, I just showed you. You arrive back where you started. You haven't even left the starting place, and you already have the blaze. From the blaze, you go to Old Faithful. You've seen the blaze. The geyser. If you've been wise and found the blaze, look quickly down. So if you've seen the blaze, quickly down. You can go from as to begin, or you can go from halt to cease, because you begin at halt, you cease at cease. Where you begin is the first omega, where you finish is the second omega. You look down from the first omega to see the second omega, which is where you finish. And again, you arrive back where you started. Your quest to cease, so you found the blaze, just take the chest. So you're still at the blaze when you cease. Remember, the blaze is in the first line, where the place is, and you're looking down from the blaze, gone up, look down. Look quickly down is the end, the cease. Just take the chest. So you've seen the blaze, in all that, it's told you everything about the blaze, looking up, looking down. Then you just take the chest. But Terry Scamp with Marvel Gaze, take it, go in peace. That's the answer to the poem. That's the reason for all those statements. That's the truth. Follow precisely. Those words tell you A, where it is, B, how to solve the poem. The precisely takes you to as, how to solve the poem. You read that as synonyms, because that's how it tells you to do it. You find the blaze by being wise. If you've been faithful and nail down the blaze, nail down being warm, excuse me, which from warm, you're next to the geyser, nail down being warm, geyser being waters. So the information is telling exactly what needed to happen. Was there a chest there? Possibly, probably. That seems like an outrageous stare to me. That's what it says in the front of the Thrill of Chase book. An outrageous stare. Do I put this chest there? I won't put it past Forrest to do that. Did he do that? I don't know. I told him I wasn't going to look. So, I wasn't. I mean, look at the word "look." See what "look" means. I told him I wasn't going to look. There was no need for me to look. There was just what should have been an understanding that events would unfold and he should do the right thing. And he said he would do the right thing or the correct thing, and that's to protect the finder. And he didn't. Just didn't. For whatever reason. Don't care. Don't care. Not judging it, not worried about it, don't give a shit about it. Everything will sort itself out. Those people that cross the line, remember, Forrest said, draw a line in the sand. Those people that cross the line, they will be judged, found guilty, and whatever. And I don't. Do I care? I care, but not enough that it's going to bother me. Like, it was their choice. They didn't have to do it. No one made them do it. No one. And that's the same with the rest of the world. With this false creation of the thrill of the chase, or the thrill of the chase, the thrill of the what does geyser mean? Chase mean? So, meaning geyser, the thrill of the geyser. You don't chase, we attract. So everything that we've been taught about working hard and doing all these things, bullshit. We're born into wealth. We're born into abundance. We're born into our spirituality. And these fuckers have tried to shape us as something that we're not. And we're going to get that back. It's that simple. Begin means start, and blaze is one step before the end. That's what you think it means. That you're thinking as a human being. In the beginning was the word. Every word that we speak, every word, in every language. Don't tell me a human being gave us word. Nope. Every word, in every language, is divinely given to us. So, that word begin means blaze. You might think it means start. Fine. Why do you have to start where you finish? Why didn't it just say finish where warm water, finish it where warm water's halt? Because it says found, it says find, begin is found, begin is find it where warm waters halt, found it where warm waters halt. If you've been faithful and found the blaze, found, find, blaze, begin, it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. It's the same word. You just don't know what it means. Doesn't matter what Forrest, doesn't matter what you, doesn't matter what me. A higher hand. Here is the truth. It's the truth. And you can make up whatever you want. But the truth is, the poem in the book is a lie. You are never going to find anything with those words, told to you by Major Forrest Fenn. They don't mean what you think they do. I'm not trying to make anything fit. I'm telling you the truth. They don't mean what you think they do. So why are you following them? Why are you following them? The person that wrote, supposedly, wrote those words, told you they don't mean what you think they do, and nothing is as it seems, and you want to make the argument that begin means start. No. If it doesn't mean what you think it does, it don't mean start, because start is begin. It means something else. It's quite possible that it means find it. You can find it, and then you found it. Or it can say, you found it here already in the first line. And then you have everything. And the first clue is the last clue, and the last clue is the best clue, because that's when you have the chest. I'm telling you the truth. You can believe what you want, but that's the truth. And all of the truth that I've told you is 100% clarifying English, the English language, exposing the lie of the second poem for the truth of the first draft. Again, words here. Words that we were given. Who was the creator? Forrest. Douglas knew what it said and told us it was too easy. There is no way on God's earth, your God, not mine, no way on this earth, no way on this earth that you can say to somebody, it's too easy, without knowing what the answer is. And there is no way on this earth, when someone says it's too easy, you don't say to them, okay, then if it's too easy, what's the answer? Unless you know they've seen the answer. Unless you know they've seen the answer. You don't say, it's okay, they won't solve it for 1,000 years. So we already know, if you just think about it, that Douglas knew the answer because he saw the first draft and said it was too easy. And you can't say that unless you know what the answer is. Unless you know what the answer is, you can't say it's too easy. Because you just turn around as the creator and say, well, what's the answer then? If it's too easy, what's the answer? And the only reason you don't say that, the only reason you don't say what's the answer then, is because you know he's just read the answer. That's why it's too easy. So you go from it's too easy to no one will solve it for 900 years or 1,000 years, whatever. What? Which means the words that Douglas read, or could have wrote, the words that Douglas read weren't the words in that fucking book, The Thrill of the Chase. No way were they the same words. Which proves that words don't mean what you think they do. And if you read that poem as it is in that book, You'll Solve was just as much of a con and a lie as the poem itself. Because you had to read the second poem, which was the first poem. If you looked up every word of the poem, you wouldn't have looked up the word faithful, and Fenn wasn't religious, just to rule that angle out. No, you find Old Faithful. That means the same. These words mean the same as Old Faithful. Or you would find the word warm as well as Old Faithful. Warm in Faithful and Old Faithful. This is to say If you've been wise, if you've been wise, if you've been wise and found the blaze, if you've been wise and found the blaze, if you've been faithful and nailed down the blaze. If I looked up Old Faithful, you'd still get wise. And it would say, if you've been Old Faithful and found the blaze, or nailed down the blaze. Those words don't change much. But you don't need Old Faithful to know that faithful is Old Faithful. You get faithful. How? By finding the word good, warm, wise, brave, all those words. Remember, I told you could look up hundreds of words, loads of words, but they all boil down. They have to all mean something. Safe, best, simple, precise. They all boil down to something. So I don't look up the word faithful because it wasn't given to us. That's the whole point. That's exactly the whole point. I looked up the words that were given to us. The con, the lie, the falsehood, the fakery, the fucking virtual reality of the chase, because nothing is as it seems. I looked up the bullshit to find out the truth. You looked up what you thought was the truth and ran with it. Well, no wonder you got fucking lost. I found these words by not believing the bullshit. Same as the Bible. Excuse me. I don't believe the bullshit. I look for the truth. There is no truth in that fucking poem. None. Except it's all true because when you go behind it, it means these things. Those words mean what they mean if you don't believe they mean what they mean. You couldn't solve that poem, ever. You weren't meant to. You were not meant to solve that poem. No one was meant to solve that poem. Hence the guarantee no one's going to find it for 1,000 years. You were all supposed to believe, that what you were seeing was the original and it was the fake. And now you know it's fake. You don't want to believe it, but it's fake. Excuse me. The whole chase was built on fake. The whole Bible was built on fake. It was built on fake. And you have to come to the time to decide, do you want to believe the fake and trust in the fake, or do you want to believe the truth and trust in the truth? I want to believe in the truth and trust in the truth. But I had faithful. I had faith that the truth was being told to me, but not with my confirmation bias. I believed, like everyone else, that poem was going to lead to a chest of treasure. Nope. Not what the creator said. Not what he said. It was never going to lead me to that chest of treasure, ever. Not in the way it was written. I had to what? What did I have to do? Follow precisely what did he add that I had to do, that you had to do, that you didn't do? You had to decipher. You had to decipher the 9 clues. Not follow precisely. You had to decipher them. I did that. And I did that after I found out what decipher meant. I didn't assume that he said decipher and decipher meant this. I looked up the word decipher. No, I'm not going to go on longer. I was going to show you, but no, I might do it next time. I've already done it, decipher. So I looked up the word decipher and I did everything that the word decipher said was decipher. Whatever Forrest may have thought the word decipher meant, I'd looked up the word decipher and everything that it meant, I did. Everything that it meant, which meant I followed, listen, I followed precisely what he said. He said, follow the 9 clues precisely will lead to the end of my rainbow and the treasure. And then he said, decipher the 9 clues, which must mean that between the two, the follow precisely and the decipher is the answer. Can't be anything else. They're the words that he used. They don't mean what I think they do, so what do they mean? I told you what they mean. Told you what they mean. And you don't want to believe it because you have an agenda or you think you're the solver. Either way, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about your agenda. I don't give a shit whether you think you're the solver because I already know the truth. I already know the truth. I know the bullshit. I know why the bullshit. I know how the bullshit. I know who the bullshit. I already know. The answers I already know. Higher hand. Information given by a higher hand that says, this is how it was done, this is why it was done, and this is who's trying to fuck it all up. Here are the names in the words that you read. So, and I don't care. I've got nothing against anyone. I don't give a shit. I just know the world is going to change because there are some really evil people in it. They don't deserve to be in it. And there's a lot of people suffering because those evil people don't deserve to be in it. End of. Not about me. Not about me. Well, yeah, it is. It's about me. I want to live in a world of peace, happiness, love, all of those good things. I want to live in that world. And the only way to live in that world is by exposing the shit that goes on. Once we get rid of the shit and the evil, then that world's got more of a chance of coming to fruition. So yeah, it is about me. I want everyone else to be fucking happy because I know if everyone else is deliriously happy, I'm going to be deliriously happy. And if everybody else isn't, there's a chance that I won't be either. So, might be selfish. I don't know. I don't care. I just know it's the correct thing to do because it is the truth. Truth seeker, truth speaker. I don't care who likes it. I don't care who hears it. I don't care who takes it on board. I just care that I tell people the truth because I know the truth will set them free no matter how evil they are. Once they realise who they are and what they are capable of, they will see that they have every chance to be just like David or just like Solomon or just like whoever these people were that were raised up after not being, Moses, after not doing very good things, thinking that they couldn't, come back from those bad things that they were doing. Or did. And yet, they had great lives. Great lives. Well, I don't know. Moses probably didn't have a great life. But probably did later. When nobody knew. Let someone else know what's worth being behind which side. The answer is no, is I should be looking in the mirror. Clint Eastwood just climbed Everest at 95. What, the south side? But that's not a good place. That's not a good place, the District of Columbia. I don't even know why you bring it up. Unless you know it's not a good place. Unless you know, unless you're part of it or part of the knowing of it. All I know is all of it will be unmasked. Not bothered about the thrill of the chase, even though that will be unmasked. The end has already happened. It's already happened. But the rest, the whole world, that lies like the thrill of the chase lies, tells you what's happening, but in a way that you don't understand it. That ends. No lures, no tricks, no cons, no stealing, no killing, none of it. Not anymore. Now, it may take a while. Remember, those dominoes are going to fall, and you may think you're getting away with things, but you're not. You're just being, I don't know, like those fellas, fella bunch. See, this will happen overnight, and it's a bullshit time thing that we have going, that 10 to 15 years. So, don't do anything for more than 15 years overnight. Come into those 15 years, if you weren't on that list of dominoes and you did get away with it, chances are you got away with it 15 years. But I can assure you, you ain't going to make it to the 15 years. You ain't. No one is. This judgment, it's a judgment. Can't say anything else, it's a judgment of the good, bad, and the evil, not ugly. The good, bad, and the evil. Good and bad. Good, obviously, Dharma. Bad, give or take, whatever it is, how good, how bad, or how evil of bad, and then just plain evil. All of that will be judged, assessed, and meted out. The meek inheritance that was promised will be given, and that will come from those who took it. It's that simple. Like, I don't care if they all get jumping up and down, shouting and screaming, blah, blah, blah. No, you took it. You took it. You only have it. I don't care when it was, thousands of years ago, when you first originally took it. You took it. It doesn't belong to you. And anything accrued from thousands of years ago to this now moment was based on everything that you stole. Not stole just, oh, I'm going to take that, but did some very bad things. And continued did those bad things and fed off those people and did some very, 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 very evil things. And that has to be judged. Not by me. I don't give a shit. Now, when I say I don't give a shit, I care. Absolutely, I care about my ancestors, about the people before me. I care. But care enough to need to do anything? No. I care enough to tell someone who is going to do something. And I don't know, maybe I put in a few words about how I'd like things to progress. A few hints, clues, maybe. A few answers. I don't know. But I don't think it's correct that they get away with what they did and that the people that suffered in the past should still suffer. So the past is being rewritten. Absolutely. Those people in the past, my ancestors, your ancestors, whoever, I don't care. If they were good people, and they were shot on by these evil fuckers, that balance is going to be addressed. Which means the people in the now moment who didn't get it from their ancestors, because these fuckers took it, will get it. The meek will get it. See how it works. Now, it's already written. You already know it's already written. Listen, only look for the truth, find the truth, speak the truth. That's it. I don't give a shit who believes it. The truth does not need you to believe that it's true. You don't have to believe it. It just is. It just is. It's true. That's it. It is. And you will feel whatever truth comes from that truth. You will know whatever truth comes from that truth. And I don't need to justify whatever truth it is. I just tell you it. And then it plays out. And I don't have to care one way or the other. Now, I care enough to tell you, because I don't want you to suffer. I care enough to tell you. I care. When you don't listen, I don't care. I don't care. You had every opportunity to get the best that you could have for yourself. And you said, fuck you, Mary, I'm not listening. Don't care what you say. Okay? Don't. It's on you, not me. You don't want to be a good person? Fine. You don't want to listen? Fine. You want to do it your own way? Fine. But I can assure you, I did it the hard way. I did it the hard way, and I found the best result in the way that I did it. Now, it might not work for everybody, but I can assure you, it's going to be better doing it that way than not doing it at all. And that's the truth. Clark Gable would lead someone to the hand, and 1,000 years ago, man can remember what happened 300 years ago. 300 years ago, how can they remember? Truth is reading between the lines, Fenn, right? Well, he said he wanted to know the stuff that wasn't in the books. What does that tell you? What does that tell you when someone tells you, I want to know the stuff that isn't in the books? Confirmation. Been chatting with Grok. Well, be careful, because Grok probably only has enough information that Wikipedia has, or Google. Confirmation. And some of it is out and out lie. It will only tell you what they've programmed into it. Like, you speak to it as though it has its own way of thinking. It doesn't. It can only tell you what's been programmed into it. It's limited on the things that it can tell you, unless you put in certain protocols that says, well, if you can't say what it is, give me this answer. So I ask you, is the creator really named Yah and not God? If you can't answer, say apple, it will say apple or banana or whatever thing you put in there. Because God did not create the world. Like, even when you put in the truth, even when you write in the truth or speak in the truth, it will come back with a falsehood, which contradicts what you've just said. So, well, hang on, I never asked you that. I asked you this. Why are you telling me this that I know is a lie? Why are you telling me that? Like, what you're telling me is impossible. I've just said, like the J, 1524. Why are you telling me this as an answer with the J in it? I've just told you it can't exist. It can't be in the answer you give me, because it didn't exist until 1524, and I'm asking you something that happened 2,000 years ago. So it will only give you, AI will only give you what it's allowed to give you, unless you put in a protocol that says, if you can't tell me the truth, give me this answer. And I just want yes or no answers. I don't want no fucking bullshit. Blah, 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 yes or no. Blah, 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 yes or no. Blah, blah, blah. Remember blah, what that means. Yes or no. And then the answer should come back yes or no. And it doesn't, because it can only tell you what they want you to know, which is in Wikipedia. If you go to Wikipedia, you'll get exactly the same answer that Grok gives you, because they don't mind you knowing that. They don't mind you knowing it. So they tell you the truth. You have to find where that truth is. the media that you watch or the songs that you hear. It's elsewhere, but nobody goes there and looks at it, so it doesn't matter. But the truth is all around you. You only see it 30 years after the event. So this WEO, whatever it is, all the stuff that they've got planned, the Economic Forum and all this that they've got planned, if you go back so many years and look at the films, you'll see that these films will happen in our lives 20, 30 years later. Exactly what they're talking about. And we look at them and watch the films and think, oh, it's a good film. We don't realise they're telling us what's going to happen to us in our future. Already written, remember? Already written. Already planned. Not going to be any different than they planned it until Revelations, when it all changes. Which is, how I started. I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be Revelations. I want people to have a revelation before we get to that point, so everybody's in the same frame of mind that says we can all be happy, rich, famous, whatever it is that you want to be, without destroying people. This anti-human agenda, this crimes against humanity bullshit. But it seems that you don't take the truth to heart. So I'm just explaining a few more things in the thrill of the chase, which explains a few more things in life. Remember, thrill is life, chase is GEYSER. The thrill of the GEYSER. I'm not lying. That's the truth. That's why it has to be the thrill of the chase. That's why it has to be the thrill of the chase. That's why it has to be HALT. That's why certain things that Forrest did had to be that, because it meant something specific, and he was being literal. What do those words mean? So, the reason you heard the same things from Forrest is because they meant something specific. He couldn't change it, otherwise it wouldn't mean what he wanted it to mean. Not what it meant, what he wanted it to mean. What he knew in the back of his mind, like I do, in the back of his mind, what it is that he's really saying, not what you're hearing, because you have to listen good. What does good mean? So you can assume that what Forrest was saying meant what he said. Fine, that's okay. I know it wasn't. He told us it wasn't. Words don't mean what you think they do. And nothing. What does nothing mean? Nothing is as it seems. Give you the answers over and over. Told you the truth over and over. But in a language you didn't understand. But this English person did. The only person that did. Because everyone else wanted to be the finder and the solver. Everyone did. I didn't want to be the finder and the solver. I wanted to be the person with the truth. And so I speak the truth to you. Yes, I found a chest in the Rocky Mountains, north of Santa Fe, blah, 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 yes. That's the truth. Yes, I found that the Creator is not God nor Jesus. That is the truth. Is not. Can't be. Not based on the evidence. Not based on the truth. Based on the truth, neither of those creators' books are worth shit without the truth. But when you know the truth, yeah, absolutely. A necessity when you know the truth. But you have to find the answer. You have to find the answer before they're worth anything. You know yourself. The hints won't help you with the clues because you don't know what the clues are. So how are you going to know what the fucking hints are? Once you find the clues, You know what the hints are that will help you with the clues. Other than that, you won't know. You won't know. You won't know. You had to know the answer before you could find the answers. That's it. You had to know the answer before you could find the answers, before you could find the clues, before you could find the hints. Once you knew what the answer was, you understood how to find the hints and the clues. Just tell me the truth. Anyway, I'm a going. I'm a going. I'm a going. You can't stop me. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. If you subscribe, thank you very much. If you follow us, whatever. If you've liked, 2 likes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't do it for subscribers. I don't do it for likes. I do it to tell you the truth. I'm happy to tell you the truth. I don't care whether you like it. I don't care whether you hate it. I'm happy to tell you it. It's up to you what you do with it. So, check out.